We've been making some big progress on the pad here. So you probably would have seen some video of me trying to level it out with the tractor. And just based on the sheer amount of dirt, it would have taken me probably at least 4 or 5 days to get this completely leveled off. So we had our site prep guy, Joe from Texas Rock and Canyon, bring out the backhoe, get it done really nice and really quickly. I think it only took him about 14 hours of work to get this completely leveled off. And then up towards the top, you can kind of see how there's really big mounds and berms up there. So that's just to prevent any flooding from happening on the low spot where the garage is going to go. That was a really good idea from Joe. Even though there are some washes, they really shouldn't jump the banks, but if they do for whatever reason, we just have a huge storm, then we're going to have some berms that are going to help divert the water back down away from the base of the garage and all the way down here. So if we just ever have a crazy storm and this wash, even though it's very shallow, say it jumps the banks for some reason, then at least we have some type of protection here, and that water is not going to work its way down to the bottom of where the garage is. My one neighbor Al over there, he's been battling a wash. It's actually a much bigger and deeper wash than what we have right here, but he's been battling that wash for a number of years because what's happened is the wash water jumped the banks and actually filled the bottom of his one shop area there with about that much silt and sand. So we don't want that to happen, so we're going to be taking as many precautions to stop that from happening. What I'll also probably do is rock these berms, so just put boulders and rocks on top of it to solidify it a lot better. So we've already had 2 dump trucks come by and drop off some loads of AB mix. So AB mix is kind of like this aggregate mix that once it's wet and it's compacted and put into place, it's a really solid foundation. And I think when Joe leveled this out, he had the water truck come again because it's kind of solid, but once we put the AB mix on top and pack it down, the foundation for the garage, for the slab to go on, is going to be right on the money. As I saw myself in the mirror, I decided to leave my room. I took that jacket you had torn, I jumped in my car and shredded the road. I drive around, try to find a life sign in that house. You must have felt that I was All right, guys, we're moving much further along with the off-grid steel garage build. So the next video in this series that you're going to see is we're going to be digging out the footers, building the forms, and then pouring the concrete. Once we get the concrete poured, we're going to have to let it cure for a few weeks. At that point, I'll order the garage. So basically, when the garage gets here, we're going to be able to start building right on top of it. I've had a few comments about people wondering why the garage is going to be so big. Well, I'll just leave you with one statement. Nobody has ever complained, well, probably not very many people, not many people have complained about a garage being too big, but people complain all the time about a garage being too small. Awesome, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace!